There's a collective I'm talking to. It is the Christ and Sophia Collective right now in time. This does not mean that it's permanent. It means that you are the ones who are also tapping in and healing the ultimate, the original divine masculine and divine feminine blueprint. And in order to do so, okay, it takes a lot of getting real, trusting yourself, opening your heart up and feeling and remembering all of the things that have occurred in this lifetime and really peeling back the layers of this onion in order to get to the root cause. The root cause is the fact that it stems from the beginning of time. So I don't have to restate, but I will. The souls that I am speaking to are the souls that you are carrying the original so-called sin, the original blueprint, and everything that comes along with it. It is not an easy road. You've most likely been noticing, if you look back at your entire life, you may notice that, yeah, your life has been going in circles or cycles. It's like you were on a loop. And this is exactly the problem that kept happening in past lifetimes and for other souls. But yet we've done this so many times that we are starting to see the patterns in this lifetime in order to heal the rift. Now, you may want to look at, if you feel like, I know a lot of people talk about twin flame and they try to romanticize it. And I am not at all saying that it can't be romantic, but we have to first. Here's what happens with the so-called twin flame element. People become attracted or magnetized to one another. It's because they recognize a certain something, and it becomes, it's like the devil. It allows that devil energy into the partnership or collaboration, the team element. And once that occurs, this is truly what causes the repelling, because it's, think of it as almost like one or the both of you being possessed, and it's just an energy. It is not the actual devil. I need to restate that. It is a template. It's an archetypal rift that continues to play out, because if we really look at it from a quantum level, there is no past or future. There's only the now moment, which means it doesn't matter if it was 25 billion years ago. It is still playing out in an invisible realm right now that we don't. And if we fall into that template because the energies are just right, it will encapsulate you. But it doesn't happen by accident. It happens to the people that it aligns with, which means that was already within you. This is why it's called an earth school, okay? Because we are able to learn and heal every time we choose truth over a deception, or love over fear, or war. Every time we rise and allow ourselves to be seen and loved, and allow ourselves to receive, allow ourselves to truly be in our feminine energy, it helps heal. Trust me, it does. You may not be noticing it because, yes, there's a type of, gap. I call it an echo. There's an echo from the time we have changed and solidified a new belief into our awareness, our subconscious. We've made something like a new habit, whatever. It takes time to solidify, and then you have to maintain that belief and that energy in order to collapse that particular timeline into your 3D reality. So it is holding that frequency and that belief and not allowing anything external to change your mind, you see. But in the meantime, you may be attacked. And when I say attacked, I just mean it's going to be like a whack-a-mole. Think of how certain insects or bees act at the end of summer into fall when they start going like crazy and they attack people, or you'll carry them in your house on your clothes because they're just like it's it's like one last free for all, like grab opportunity, like whatever they can throw against the wall and it'll stick. These energies will do anything to pull you back into believing the past, believing that your past creates your future or informs your future. The only time the past will create and inform your future is if you leave your present moment and continue to go back to your past and ruminate. So what you want to do is stay present, because it does help you to not only connect with where you're at now and where you're going, it assists with, it's almost like the not looking back. It's not turning back and saying, well, I was victimized here, I was traumatized here. We're being asked to truly honor just the divine feminine within us and saying, you know what? No matter what has happened in my past, that's over. It's done. I've closed the door to all of that. And now I allow myself to be free. It means you're not going to continue to ruminate on people, places, and things and occurrences that had happened in the past. And one major way to allow that rift to finally heal and to shut the door on that is to stay in your heart center. Continue to love yourself, because I pulled some cards just before I came on, and it shows how your inner masculine, okay, I'm not talking about an external anything, I'm talking about your internal masculine, is now unchaining, freeing your inner feminine. Your inner masculine is finally seeing, oh, my feminine is tied up. She's over here. She needs me. Again, not to be confused with the external, because this may not even be happening in your 3D environment, but this is internal. This is spiritual. This is in even higher realms where this has occurred. I have seen evidence every single day in the 5D that inner union has occurred within the divine feminine's 3D reality. I mean, it's happened in her 5D reality, which means if you hold that in a frequency of love and confidence, because you already did it. The only thing that can sabotage you now is allowing all the bees at the end of the season to sting you and then let that bum you out. Let that take you out of your hookup where you're like, no, this is my movie. This is my blueprint. This is my creation with the divine, my co-creation. I am co-creating my desired reality right now in this now moment. And I don't care if everything around me and in front of and behind me, surrounding you and all sides of your 3D reality is looking you in the face, in the back of your head, in the left and the right. I don't care if it all look in opposition of your inner knowing. It's supposed to. You are exactly where you need to be. Continue with your daily practices. Continue to rest. Continue to connect in to you within your internal source. Continue to remain balanced. Continue to remain unshaken, because I know a lot of us think that we were put here with one particular person, okay, that is our twin flame, but that doesn't always have to be so. So for any of you who have felt like you might be in a twin flame romantic relationship, but you're also feeling the way I just described, that you have reached internal union because you had to. You knew you were being guided to push on, to go further, challenge yourself so that you could reach wherever you were being led to reach, okay? Continue to know that. Come from the place of knowing, and your external reality is going to catch up, and it's going to flip polarities. The mirror is going to flip. No longer are you reflecting, no longer is your 3D reality reflecting back to you the internal split because you've reached inner union and you are giving your divine feminine time to be held by your inner masculine, to be loved by your inner masculine in this heart space. There is a romance going on within you. So if you say you get in the car and you turn the radio and you hear all these loving songs and you're like, oh my God, this feels exactly like me and so, your divine counterpart, as you may believe. It very well could be, but it would be from his higher self, and or it could be someone completely different. And that is okay too. That is completely okay. Everyone has free will. Although I will say that if you are the divine feminine, you are the manifester, most likely, if that person is meant to be in your 3D reality with you, they will. There is not going to be anything that stops them. They might just be delayed. Trust me, they want it as much as you do. But it just depends on if that is your twin flame or if that is a type of, could have been, I know some people call them like a false twin flame. And I hate to use these references or vocabulary words, right, to describe these adjectives. But I would just say, as above, so below. Whatever's happening in the spiritual will eventually happen and show up in our physical. And that is about divine timing when this occurs. And also, it's going to depend on who is doing the work and who will show up for you. So please use your discernment and go from there. Just allow whatever will be to be,